All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to deconstruct a single day 74 of a pretty intense discipline program. And by breaking it all down, piece by piece, we're going to uncover a really powerful philosophy for how you can turn temporary actions into a permanent part of who you are. So, let's get started. You know what? We're actually going to start at the end. This one sentence right here is the key to everything we're about to talk about. It's the destination. The entire day is built to lead to this one single realization. That moment when the things you do just become who you are.
So how do you even get to that point? That place where it's all about identity? Well, it starts by looking past a simple to-do list. This isn't just about checking off boxes. Nope. It's about building a mindset where discipline feels natural, something that you can sustain, and believe it or not, something that actually energizes you.
And this slide just lays it out perfectly. On the left, you've got effort. We all know what that feels like, right? It's temporary, it feels like a chore, and honestly, it can be draining. But on the right, you have identity. That's permanent. It's a state of being. And when an action becomes part of your identity, it stops taking your energy and it starts giving you energy.
Okay, so let's rewind and see how this identity is actually built, starting right at the beginning of the day. The morning is absolutely critical because it sets the standard for every single hour that follows. This is where the momentum is born.
The day kicks off by establishing a really high baseline. Think about it this way. Strength isn't some far-off goal you're trying to reach. It's your standard. It's the minimum acceptable level you operate from right now. Strength isn't an aspiration anymore. It's just the starting point.
So how do you meet that standard? It all comes down to two foundational actions. And it starts with the absolute basics, hydration. See, real performance is always built on the fundamentals. Then, from there, you move on to training, but training with intent. This is so important. The idea here is that how you do something matters way more than just going through the motions. So, what does intent actually look like in practice? Well, it's not just about lifting the weight. It's about maintaining strong posture through every single movement. It's about executing controlled, deliberate reps, not just throwing weight around. And it's about focusing on your breathing. All these little things, they transform a workout into a mindful practice. All right, so the physical standard for the day is set. Now, we shift to how the body gets fueled. And look, this isn't about dieting or restriction. It's a strategic approach where every meal has a mission. Food is seen as functional fuel for a high-performance machine. This quote right here, it just says it all. It's about shifting from reactive eating, being driven by cravings, to proactive fueling. The question completely changes. It's no longer, what do I feel like eating? Instead, it's, what does my body need to perform at its absolute best? Food becomes a tool. And here's what that strategy looks like across the day. Breakfast is protein-rich to fuel that morning strength session and kickstart recovery. Lunch is a balanced plate to support your output in the afternoon. Then you have a light evening snack just to stay sharp. And dinner is simple, getting the body ready for tomorrow. See? Every single meal has a very specific job.
Now we get to the final piece of the puzzle, and it's one that people often overlook: recovery and reflection. A day of discipline isn't just about going hard. It's also about deliberate rest and integrating all the work you've put in so you can prepare your mind and your body to do it all again. What I really love about this part is just how simple it is. Recovery isn't some complicated hour-long thing. It's a 10-minute walk. It's recovery in motion. This one little act helps with digestion, it clears your head, and it just goes to show that even your rest can be an active, intentional part of the process. It's all about those small, consistent actions.
And that brings us here. Day complete. Two simple words that carry so much weight. They don't just mean the tasks on a list are done. They mean the standard was met. It's a declaration that for that day, the identity was lived out, from that first glass of water all the way to the final moment of the day.
Which brings us full circle right back to where we started, and it leaves us with this final question. We've just seen how a single day is built, piece by piece, with total intent. So the real thing to think about is this. At what point does a routine you choose stop feeling like something you have to do and start becoming simply who you are?
Thanks for watching. Every repetition counts. Every day matters. Stay consistent. See you in the next video.